guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be painting the bottoms of my shoes red, so if you're interested, stick around. And don't forget, if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks! Well, let's get started. As you guys know, I have been doing a lot of fun dupes on Amazon, and some of them have been Christian Louboutin dupes, so I thought it'd be really super fun to just add the element of painting the bottoms red. So I found this product on Amazon that's called Angela's Walk On Red Bottom Coat and Restorer. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. So the directions say, lightly sand with fine grit paper and wipe clean. For the first use, it may be necessary to use an Angela's leather preparer for proper adhesion. Test on a small unseen area. Apply using thin coats. Let dry completely before wearing. For a shinier look, top with Angela's acrylic finisher. Angela's walk-on paints are made for hard-soled shoes only, not recommended for use on rubber soles. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Okay, so I found a pair of shoes that I would love to add the red bottoms to. I didn't want to use any of my brand new shoes because it's an experiment, and I've had these shoes a couple years, and even though I would be sad if I ruined them, I'm a lot less worried about ruining an old pair of shoes than a new pair during an experiment. So I have went to the Dollar Tree and picked up some fine grit paper. They sell these for $1, and you get like 25 or 50 sheets of different grit paper. So I'm going to use a P100, which that's not a super fine grit. Let's see what they have in here. Let's see. They have a 240. And I've used this one obviously before, but that's fine because I'm just going to rough up the bottom of the shoe and give it proper adhesion. If you guys have not done a lot of crafts or repainted wood furniture or anything like that, you always have to sand things, and it gives it what they call little tooth, and it gives something the paint to adhere to. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And it's very important to wipe away all of the little bits and dust and such, because that will actually ruin the paint adhesion. The paint will flake off when those little dust. So I think I have this shoe properly sanded, so I'm going to go ahead and shake the paint. Whenever I use paint, I always shake it, just, you never know, it mixes all the colors and the pigments in with the acrylic. Now this is an acrylic, not an oil, so I'm very happy. It shouldn't be too smelly. If it was like an oil paint or something that was really toxic, I would probably have to film this outside. So I'm glad I get to stay inside to do this because it is very hot outside. I live in Florida and it's hot almost every day of the year. So I've got it shaken up properly. Go ahead and open this. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip in and start painting away. So I'm going to go ahead and start at the toe of the shoe and work my way back. And wow, it has a pretty good coverage. It seems to be going on very easily. And they said to do it with very thin coats. So I am doing that. Just to give you guys a little status, that's what I've got so far. And it does have a little bit of an odor, but it's not too bad. And I did get some on the black part of the shoe, but I have a rag here to wipe it free right away, because I don't want it to ruin the shoes if I can help it, even if this is just an experiment. Well, I can say a little of this paint goes a long way. I am now dipping in for my second dip, and as you can see, I've already got a pretty good portion of the shoe already covered. So let's keep going. Okay, well, I have the first sole done. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and show you how that looks. I think it's absolutely incredible. It took me less than 5 minutes to do this. And just so you guys know, I used one of my old angled brushes. I bought this at Walmart years ago. As you can see, it has lots of paint on it. It's been used a few times. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go wash out my brush. I'm going to let the sole of the shoe dry, and I'll be back to check in with you guys shortly. Okay, well, I'm back, and I'm ready to show you the final result. The paint took about maybe 10 minutes to dry. I only put one coat on. I did do a thin coat, like they said. And, you know, lots of my friends have Louis Vuittons, and they do get scuffed up on the bottom, which is why they sell the paint to fill it in. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to do one coat, see how it works. And I love the color. I think the color is spot on. And it was super easy. The little bit of paint that I did get on the leather part of the shoe wiped off right away. I didn't have to do anything. I just used my little rag and wiped it off. And it looks fantastic. I am just like, from the back, I mean, if I'm walking down the street, people are going to 100% think these are Christian Louboutins. So I'm speechless. And I talk a lot, so that says a lot if I'm speechless. But here's a quick look now that it is dry. And yeah, it's amazing. Now, like you can tell, these shoes have been worn before because you can see all the little, I don't know, little imperfections in the sole. But I'm glad I tried this on a pair of shoes that I didn't care about so much, just in case it didn't work. But like I said, I'm just going to keep it with one coat. I'm going to just fly with that for right now. And if it does rub off the bottoms, which I'm sure it will over time, this paint, I didn't use hardly any. Here, I'll go ahead and open this up for you guys. I mean, you can see, I mean, I dipped the paintbrush in, I think 3 times, maybe 4 times. And, you know, that's a small brush. So this paint's going to last me a lifetime. But this was a wild success in my opinion. And like I said, with one coat, if I have to touch it up later, I have a ton of paint. I was kind of surprised because I thought, you know, this is such a tiny little bottle for $7.50. But I have to say, based on how fabulous this shoe looks, and I did keep the other shoe plain so you can see. I mean, wow. Holy cow. This is phenomenal. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, I love to hear your comments. So let me know what you think below. If you're going to try the product, I will link the product link for Amazon in my description. So you guys can find it easy because there are a few. And at least we know this one works. And it looks great. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.